Welcome to the fourth and final video in our competitor analysis series. In this video, we're taking a look at social media. So we're going to be analysing some potential competitors in the social space. So again, the goal of this series is to show you a process that you can use to analyse your competitors and find their strengths and weaknesses. So we've been through 4 videos in the series. First video was all about website analysis. Second video was all about SEO analysis. Then we looked at some PPC, and then in this video we are looking at social. So without further ado, let's go over to some social channels. So what I've done here is I've picked on, still saying in the catering equipment and event equipment hire space, picked on a few different sites who are doing a reasonable job with their social. And by reasonable job, I mean they are the most active in their space on social media. So what we've done is I've picked on a few of their channels here. So we've got Yeah Hires, Facebook and Twitter. We've got PKL's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and LinkedIn. And then we've got ABC Hires, Facebook and Twitter. So a few things that we're looking at. We're looking at the sort of angle and the approach that they're taking with their social media. So are they using it to attract new customers? Are they using it to build relationships with existing customers? Are they using it just simply to just pump out stuff into the ether and hope that it sticks? Is it their internal team that are using it? You know, are they using it to kind of boost morale and share stuff that they're doing internally? Why are they doing it? We're looking at the sort of posts they're sharing that get the most engagement as well. And we're also looking at sort of follower numbers and engagement levels so that you can benchmark them and you can know what you're up against and what sorts of things are typical in your industry. So let's start with Yeah Hire first of all, the most visible in SEO by a long way in this space. So have a look at their Facebook page first. So first things that we're looking at, some of the metrics we can see immediately. So 1,300 likes, which is reasonable for a business like this. They've got some great reviews. So obviously review collection is a part of their process. I would suggest probably after they've sent out an email, they're asking for people to review them on Facebook. You don't pick up this many reviews usually just kind of accidentally. For example, at Exposure Ninja, we've got over 300, but we have to do a lot of a lot of follow-up with people once they've worked with us or once we've done a review for them in order to get that. So it doesn't just happen accidentally. So, but some great reviews, good recommendation there. So that's awesome. Right, having a look at the sort of stuff that they're posting then. We've got some video, which we'll have a look at in a second. The sort of post that they're doing is kind of blog topic sharing. So this actually isn't too bad at all. This is a bit of a content marketing strategy here. Events, the things to do with kids. So if this is the first of the competitor analysis videos that you're watching, these guys basically do catering equipment hire for events. So if you're having a wedding or an event, then they can rent you out the tables, the chairs, the crockery, the kitchen appliances, and that type of stuff. So they want to stick with that in the sort of blog topics that they're sharing. Looks like they might have missed the mark a little bit with this one. It hasn't had any interactions at all. Organic reach has declined a lot on Facebook, so it's usually necessary to boost your posts a bit. So quite important to do that, which doesn't look like they've done here. 5 ways you can have a great Christmas on a budget. This might be a little bit outside their target audience. I'm guessing that they're going after families here, but I'm not sure how relevant that is to catering equipment hire. Having family over for Christmas, need more chairs, glasses, and a table, perhaps, but probably Christmas parties might be a better angle though. We've got a couple of likes, but yeah, not great. So the overall thing that we're getting from this is they're actually doing a lot of the content marketing stuff that you might suggest, might be missing the angle with some of it, not really keeping their target audience in mind. and thinking about the pain points that that target audience is experiencing. So if, for example, I'm an event planner, I'm a wedding planner, maybe I want some amazing ideas for Christmas weddings. Maybe I want tips to keep people on track at Christmas parties, some funny memes that might be around Christmas parties and, whatever, just to get a bit of engagement with my target audience, which is going to give the post a bit more visibility. So it looks like they're missing the angle slightly. But the other takeaway that we can get from this is that you might not be shooting for massive engagement with your target audience because it is event hire and catering equipment. It's not the sexiest thing in the world. Yes, you can get some memes, you can get some entertaining stuff in there to get some metrics up, but it's not like we're going to be going viral with tips on how to increase event attendance. Unless we do something completely wacky, kind of Dollar Shave Club style. So I'd be slightly encouraged by this. I mean, as I keep saying, that they're missing the mark slightly in that the kind of angles that they're going after. I'm not sure they're entirely bang on, but I'd also be a little bit wary of social in this market and say, perhaps it's not going to be a massive source of new business for me. I'm going to be more likely to go after search-focused channels like SEO and PPC than social, because it doesn't appear to be getting a huge amount of engagement for them. If we move over onto their Twitter page, looks like they're sharing the same sort of stuff. The blog posts, product images, we've got some videos here, but engagement is really, really low, isn't it? We've had like 3 pieces of engagement for the first few posts. So we've had a few with that as well, but really not a lot of engagement with these posts at all. Not massively surprising when you see stuff like this, because this is going to get such low engagement with people that they're less likely to see posts in future. Even Twitter wants to show us stuff that we're more likely to be engaged with. So that stuff's going to damage the visibility of future posts if people don't actually talk about it or they don't engage with it at all. It's just really doesn't seem to be working at all, is it? They're putting a lot of time and energy in and not getting much interaction back. Quite interesting. Let's have a look and see what sort of approach PKL is taking. So here's their Facebook page. Now, much fewer likes, far fewer likes, 216 rather than almost 2K. Far fewer reviews as well, 3 reviews instead of 100. And what sort of stuff are we sharing here? Now, again, they seem to be doing a lot of stuff which you'd hope they will be doing. They're getting more engagement with each post. I would imagine that this is because of the nature of the post. Probably this is internal team engagement rather than actual potential customers, because if I'm a potential customer, I've got no idea what the business does from any of these posts, right? It really just, there's no introduction whatsoever. At least I know what Yahoo is going to be doing. I've got no idea what this is. So I'd imagine that this is more for engagement with existing customers and building that relationship, which is a perfectly okay goal for a social media campaign. But it's important that if you're going to be jumping into a market like this, or you're going to be testing social, it's important to know that that's what your competitors are after and that they're not using it necessarily for brand new business. Because some of this content is really just not the sort of stuff that's likely to get much engagement at all, really. Pictures of the internal team, great if you're in the team, but otherwise it's just not relevant to you at all. Okay, and they're taking a similar approach with their Twitter, reasonable number of likes, but engagement is just, totally flatline. So it seems like Facebook is the channel which is getting the most engagement for them and the previous example. They're doing a lot of stuff right, a lot of photos to make it really engaging. So it looks like they have a social media person or a social media team. Actually takes quite a lot of organization to come up with these kind of advent calendar things, but it appears to be doing nothing for them. So that's interesting. And again, that would push me more towards the search-based marketing channels rather than social. As for the videos, fairly low view counts. Whether they're posting these to their email accounts or whether they're sharing them on social, not too sure. This is like a case study, which is all right, but actually we've had a reasonable number of views for that, so that might be something that they're pushing through ads. I'd probably be sending social media traffic to that and probably email marketing traffic to it as well if it's a good case study, just to get the people who are on the edge. If we have a look over at their LinkedIn page, we're following on with the advent calendar angle, getting a few likes here. One of the things that they're not doing much is asking questions and trying to get interactions with people. If you try to get interactions with people and they comment and they like and they share, that significantly increases your visibility on any social channel. They're not really doing that. At the moment, it's just broadcast, isn't it? So what they might want to do is ask some questions of their audience. Let's say... H is for Hotel Olympia. What's the best hotel you've ever stayed at? You know, something like that, and then get people engaging a little bit more, and that's something that could maybe take off a little bit. Okay, let's have a look at ABC hires. So we've got their Facebook page here, 97 likes. So again, on the low side, we've got some products in the shop, perhaps a little optimistically. We've got 5 reviews here, 5 recommendations or reviewing. What's the sort of content that they're sharing? We're pitching to family and friends to get them some extra crockery and plates, and we're sharing products. Yeah, it's really not the sort of stuff that's going to get engagement, is it? The imagery is extremely drab here, not massively inspiring. That looks pretty cool. Nice idea. We've got some nice pictures here. Quite interestingly, that has got an offer, and I would imagine it's been promoted by the fact that it's got significantly more views than anybody else. One of the things that you can do, and I'll show you this in just a second with the others, is on any of the Facebook pages, if you go to info and ads, you can actually see the ads that they've been running, or that they're running at the moment rather. So here we can see the ads that ABC Hire is running at the moment. We can see they're sponsoring this, so they're boosting this. There's the CTAs: visit our showroom, book on our website, or ring our office for advice. There's no link to their website, there's no phone number, and there's no information about their showroom. So it's unlikely that anybody's going to do anything with this, which is a bit of a shame, but it shows that they are running some ads. Now, we're only seeing the ads that are running now. I would imagine that the Macmillan post was run as an ad by the fact that it's like significantly outperformed the other stuff that they're doing. So I'd imagine that was an ad. Whether it got any conversions, not sure. You normally want a link in the post if you're going to be doing something like that. So yeah, not ideal. We'll have a look at the others, the ads that they're running, in just a second. And then finally, the ABC Twitter, really not getting going. The imagery is extremely bland. I think getting a professional photographer in just for a day or so, or half a day, just to take some pictures that they can use across all their social channels would really help. But this is not good. That type of thing is just real low engagement stuff, and it's going to completely damage any future visibility. But they're just not posted twice since July, and it's now December. So yeah, not great. Okay, let's just go and have a look at the info and ads for Yahire and PKL Group. So we can see here the ads that Yahire is running at the moment. Just the one ad. It says, got a wedding to plan in 2019, need to hire. Yahire is the leading one-stop shop for hire chairs, tables, linen, catering equipment, bars and event accessories. Then we've got the link, we've got a phone number as well. What they haven't included here, which I would include, would be a testimonial or some kind of credibility. It's great that they're including images, and the images look amazing, which is going to give people a lot of confidence to, if I'm booking a wedding, I need to know it's going to look good. But get some testimonials in there about how easy they were to use. You can have them as images as well. That's completely fine. And then you're going to be much more likely to convert. And what you can't see from this is you can't see the audience that they were targeting. So I'm hoping that they are targeting people who are newly engaged, and I'm hoping that they're targeting bride side, because bride side tends to convert higher than groom side. Yeah, we can't see that. Looks like they've also run a post here for an Instagram, or they've run an ad for an Instagram post which says the Victoria Ghost Chair. I mean, I can only imagine that's an error. Yeah. Okay. Not great. And let's have a look at PKL. They might not have been running any ads. No, they haven't. Okay, so from that, we can see the approach to take. So have a look at your social channels of your competitors. Which are the networks that appear to get the most engagement? What are the sort of content topics and angles that they're using which are getting the most engagement? Have a look at the ads they're running on Facebook as well. And then what are they doing with likes and what are they doing with reviews? That can give you a bit of a benchmark to know what to shoot for, and it can also give you a bit of an indication as to where you're going to get the best response from your audience. It's perfectly okay if, like these guys who are all quite B2B, if after looking at this you realize that actually, do you know what, social media is not going to be a top priority for us because it doesn't look like any of these businesses have figured it out. No one's really getting very good engagement. That's okay. Not every business is designed to do really super well on social. That's fine. But it's really useful to know that stuff ahead of time so that you don't make social your top priority only to find out in 6 months later, do you know what, this is a complete washout. So I hope that's been useful. And I hope you've enjoyed the 4 competitor analysis videos. If you've got any questions, and don't feel afraid to hit us up on Facebook. You can find us on Exposure Ninja, or go to our website, use the live chat, give us a contact, whatever, if you've got any questions. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it. Talk soon.